Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jed. Recently, the channel has been growing a whole bunch, so just thank you guys so much for all of that. All the new people that show up every single day. I'm seeing new people in the comment sections and tweeting at me and stuff like that. By the way, if you don't follow me, my Twitter is @FazeJed. I don't usually do too many updates on it, especially since the app is just super negative. But if you want to keep up with me on there, and I tweet out my videos as soon as they go up on there anyway, so subscribe, I appreciate it. So, we ended up having the playlist update here, and we ended up getting Shoot the Ship and Cranked and Reinfected Ground War. We also ended up getting these bundles. Wait, her hair is kind of like mine. I was waiting for like a curly haired character that just kind of has like also Mach 8. It's Red Tracer Bullet, Striker 45, and I think that's a M19 or whatever. Then we have the Professional. This guy looks really nice. He's got just a little mustache, nice haircut, glasses on. I used Wyatt a lot as a skin, so I might actually buy this at some point and just run it because it's just a really casual skin. I noticed that people don't try as hard if I don't run a CDL skin. It's nice that whenever people see me, they don't concentrate me. Like, for example, if I go around a corner, I stand out in comparison to the other skins most of the time anyway. And for whatever reason, there could be 5 people that come around the corner at once. I'm the one that dies every single time without fail. They brought back Shoot the Ship. That means we're back to shipment. I'm running hardcore shipment. So I'm probably just going to end up doing this entire thing. 5 milliwatt laser, Merc 4 grip, just completely brain dead class setup. Just no attempt at trying anything. I need to make as much progress as possible. I'm not going to do this much longer. This is exhausting, and I got a lot of other things to worry about. Okay, I got there way before you, but all right. Well, I also don't want to go into too much detail about it, but I'm sure people are going to end up asking. Alexis tweeted about it. Last night, Ari wasn't feeling too well. I was taking care of her throughout the night and stuff. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it or whatever, but I don't need a bunch of people, you know, in the comment section trying to tell me what is and isn't wrong. I already took her to a doctor and everything like that, and I'm going to have her stay there for overnight just to make sure that everything is okay. So just keep her in your thoughts and everything. I'd appreciate that at the most. I don't need advice. I took her there to make sure that everything is okay instead of me trying to, you know, fix everything myself and then just hope that things will get better or whatever it is. So having them do it, it's their job. Oh, so UFC 4 actually ended up putting out a gameplay trailer reveal thing or something. I mean, oh my god, I miss shipment so much. I'm gonna make so much progress, I might cry. I think I'm actually gonna take the monolithic off and then put on the stippled so I'm actually able to hip fire way faster. Stippled is super necessary on this. So they put out a gameplay trailer and basically explained how they changed the systems around and stuff like that, but they described it using these words like new, dynamic, and brand new, revamped, and overhauled. They're using all of these words to make it sound like it was built from the ground up. But the reality of it is, the biggest improvement out of this entire thing is the clinching system. The clinching seems a lot more natural. It looks better. It's a lot closer to how it actually is in real life, where the clinch is kind of chaotic. There's not this thing where before, whenever you would grab somebody in the clinch in the stand-up, if you're just doing it, your character just kind of goes for a hug. And that's not really what people do all the time. Like, it's always this thing where they're exchanging blows, somebody goes to reach in, and then when they finally get their hand there, like a plum or something like that, then they're trying to throw their other hand while the other person's throwing it over the top, trying to get out of the grip and stuff. It's a very complicated thing, and I understand that building a system around that is difficult, and they said it themselves. They said, hey, we tried to turn the clinch into something that's basically designed for the ground game, and it just doesn't really work that way. I believe that it personally did work on the other UFCs and stuff, but I absolutely understand that you could make this better. Overall, I don't know how broken this stuff can actually be. You know, I don't know if anyone's gonna find a position in the clinch that's ridiculous and you can't get out or something like that. I have no idea. But it does flow a lot better and it does look a lot better. Takedowns are also actually pretty good, but it seems like the takedowns are like near impossible to block for whatever reason. At least that's what it felt like whenever I was doing it. I was back on legacy controls and stuff like that, and some of this stuff was really confusing. This could all have to do also with the fact that we haven't had enough time to actually play and practice, have it fully explained to like really feel the mechanics of the game over and over and over again. You guys have already heard my gripes with the game. I'm not going to go deeper into it like that. Keep it going. I would never have that happening on the other maps. I would actually have to work hard. I'm not even ADSing and I'm doing it. I love Shipment so much. I don't care how brain dead it is. I need this. This shit, it feels like a break. My biggest thing that I'm looking forward to for this entire game anyway is obviously recreating Requise. And a lot of the complaints basically fall under like, oh, the character models all look the same, all this other stuff. You guys got rid of Ultimate Team, so that means you're gonna fill the game with, you know, a bunch of random stupid stuff. They said that there's like 1,600 obtainable cosmetic pieces and stuff like that, so I'm assuming that's their way of trying to make money now instead of through Ultimate Team. Now, given I think Ultimate Team kind of failed for them, but it at least generated some money to some degree, maybe. But now, since it's gone, because nobody really cared, because it doesn't really work like a true sports game unless they somehow get, like, the teams and coaches involved to try to make it seem more authentic. I don't know. They tried to make it work like a football game or a basketball game or something. It's not the same. Lil Uzi Squirt says, Jev, I love you. I love you, too. So it also turns out that the roof is kind of just dead. So we had someone go up there and check the roof and everything, and it turns out that the roof is like, basically when we bought it, the roof already, I guess, seemed to have these issues, but they kind of just like half-assed the way that they fixed them. Typical stuff that you come across whenever you buy a house, you know. Every single house has some sort of issue. So there's that also. Put this into perspective, I'll be able to finish a Striker 45 within the next hour or two. You know, I'm not gonna record the entire thing just because it's just gonna, this is the entire experience. I just sit here and drool on myself. What I'm doing though, it's what I've been doing for all these months and stuff, and I'm happy more and more people are realizing how close I am, so thank you for all the love and support, telling me to, you know, push further. They're like, dude, you're already way so deep into this that it's already ridiculously impressive. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I ended up seeing this tweet on my timeline where basically somebody was complaining that it's not Shipment 24/7. Like, oh, great, now I'm gonna have to sit here and cherry pick the lobbies and stuff. And I swear, definitely 100% of the time, you're gonna end up just getting Shoot House. Now, ironically, I've had Shipment 2 or 3 times now, so I've been good. I've been happy. I'm lucky. But this is early into it, and it's also not late at night where less people are playing and more people are backing out of lobbies out of frustration because they don't want to likely wake up their entire family screaming or destroying their entire rooms. So what ends up happening is a lot of people don't want to play the one map. They only want to play a specific map. And whenever they don't get that map, they back out. We call this cherry picking. You just sit there and keep searching matches over and over and over again until you get what you want, right? Now, this in itself creates the problem that we're even complaining about in the first place, right? Like, well, the only reason we're getting into more lobbies with, you know, the worst map is because people keep leaving it, because people keep cherry picking. If you would just stay in the games, then we wouldn't have this issue, right? Here's the thing. Here's my rebuttal to this. And, okay, I hate trying to cut this off and sound like it's some elitist type of shit, but if you're somebody that has just started playing Call of Duty this year and don't understand what we had before this game, it seems like map voting in the first place never should have been removed. Like I said before, they removed map voting, so we're forced to play their shitty maps because they have invested money into them. Before, they would invest money into 10 plus maps, and then maybe 4 of the maps would be played extensively to their money's worth, and then all of the other maps will go ignored. Activision looked at it and said, man, we can't really warrant having all of these assets here if people aren't going to play these maps. How do we make people play these maps more often then? Remove the voting system. So, if they were to just add the voting system back in the game, this wouldn't be an issue in the first place. And to my knowledge, and in my opinion, we need to show the glaring issue with this thing not being able to vote. It's a glaring issue. We're players. We should be allowed to pick the maps that we want. I don't care what you think or what you spent on any of it. You're wrong. If us as players decide a map is shit, it's shit. Period. I'm not sitting here claiming to know how to build all these maps and stuff like that, but it is what it is. We know this. We're not stupid. I understand 100% that they want people to play more maps and have more map variety and stuff like that. That was an issue that we ran into before, but it was only necessarily an issue for like montages and stuff, map variety. Like, it just really wasn't a thing. It would be a variety of good maps, and we would just all skip the bad maps. It's that simple. Also, the fact that all the lobbies keep resetting for skill-based matchmaking also makes the entire searching time and all of the cherry picking and stuff more difficult than it should be. The game perpetuates its own problem. It's almost like they don't know what kind of community they have or how people preferred to play the game before when they decided to make some of the changes that they made this year. The game is great overall, but design-wise, there are definitely some questionable things that it goes across the board. But with that said, it's still a better Call of Duty than any COD we've had in the past like 4 or 5 years. And that includes Black Ops 3. Sorry, Black Ops 3 fans. Likely on UFC 4, it's just gonna have a bunch of stupid customizable things that I likely won't even put on Requise, though. Anything, I'm literally gonna give Requise a pair of, like, denim fucking jeans. He just something that just seems so uncomfortable to fight in but also really fucking threatening. You know, if somebody is shredded and they take their shirt off and they're still shredded with a pair of denim jeans on walking at you, not giving them those stupid fucking, you know, head pieces, no hats, no shirts, no. It's just gonna be full physicality. That's the one thing that I do have, you know, at least a good amount of hope for the career mode. The career mode, I feel like, will at least be good enough and detailed enough in its own ways, even if it is copy-paste of UFC 3, which a lot of things in this game are, including the, you know, fighter models and things like that. Some of them are new, but other ones definitely are not new models. There's a lot of really bad examples of how fighters hardly even look like themselves. And I understand that it's hard to get this exact photo realism, especially when they don't scan each and every single fighter. But at the same time, Donald Cerrone has literally looked the same. He looks different from how he looks in-game, and they still haven't changed his model for like the past 2 titles. It's not just him either. There's other ones as well. You can look up all the examples and complaints about it and all that stuff. You definitely got a bunch of strong-worded opinions if you go to the tweets and stuff like that too, with people underneath of it. I've been around on the Reddit to see what people are saying about the game and everything, and just, yeah. I'm looking forward to playing the career mode, the campaign, or whatever it is, however the whole thing goes, and then we'll go from there. You know, if I got a good feel for the game, and maybe the game goes in a better direction, or it's not as bad as a lot of people are thinking online, then we'll, you know, run Requise online and stuff like that, like, you know, the other times. But if the game is bad, you know what I'm saying? If the knockouts are shitty and all that other stuff on top of it all, it's gonna be really hard to make that fun to do, you know what I'm saying? The next one is my Fennec, and the Fennec hipfire is gonna be nuts. After the Fennec, then I just go on to all of the ARs, and then it's time, baby. That's the home stretch. All of the assault rifles. It's the biggest class in the game. As far as the amount of guns go, it's the most demanding challenge out there for 200 games instead of 150 or 125. It's 200 per gun. So I hadn't noticed this, but this entire Obsidian grind has actually had me in the top 800 players in the world for total kills. I have like 150,000 total kills, guys. There are some people that have more than me, around 800 or so people in the world that have more than me. And obviously, looking at all the people that are also playing Warzone and stuff like that, obviously, you get a lot less kills than you would in multiplayer, but still, it just shows how much I've done. I have gotten more kills on this game than 99.5% of the entire population. 150k is kind of the average across the other games and stuff like that, and whatever. I usually easily have over 100k kills on the other CODs. I don't even want to know what it, you know, is like on MW2 and all that other stuff. It's an abysmal amount, though. I know that. It is just so deep. At this point, I'm not even gonna like fret. Like before, I would be happy with like 45 kill games or something like that, 60 kills, things like that. Now I'm getting those each and every single game on a bad game, so I'm just gonna keep spraying, keep doing this exact same thing, and I'm gonna do the same setup for each and every single gun, and I'm gonna finish it this way. So just again, thank you guys so much for all the love on everything. Thank you for you know, keeping Ari in your thoughts and everything like that. I appreciate it truly. I'll obviously keep you guys updated on that. I miss Shipment so much.